Hey guys, Bob Smith here, Smith Taekwondo and Pro Sport Kickboxing and Mission Bravo Defensive Training Systems. Wanted to talk to you about firearms training. There's a bunch of different groups, different kinds of people that go to firearms training. There's the know-it-all, there's the I don't know anything, there's the I'm so helpless, you have to help me. And there are people who just love to go and shoot and learn more. And there are people who think that the gun's going to jump up and bite you by itself. So there are people who pet the gun, they're doing this all the time thinking that's going to fix whatever the problem is. But the bottom line is, if you are not training all the time, when you walk up, and for example, here's a demonstration that I do. I'll take a spent brass casing, put it in the target lengthways, so all you can see is the end of the casing. And then I'll go back to 5 or 7 yards and I'll shoot the casing out as a demonstration or attention getter. And everybody was like, wow, that's incredible, I love that. And I had other people doing it. Some people could, some people couldn't, but it's a good morning shot, so to speak, or a good wake-up call. But when you're training, you need to get a gun and train. You can't think, well, I'll borrow a gun and I'll take a class once a year and that'll be sufficient. It's not. You need to be training all the time. You need to be doing dry fire practice. You need to understand the 4 firearm safety rules. You need to understand the weapons condition codes. Well, Bob, what's weapons condition codes? Weapons condition codes are a categorized set of carry that you keep the weapon in administratively, whether it's unloaded, loaded, loaded with a round in the chamber, loaded with no round in the chamber, loaded with the hammer cocked, loaded with the hammer down. Those are all weapons condition codes. Condition 1 would be a fully loaded magazine inserted into the weapon with a round in the chamber. Condition 2 doesn't apply to most guns because for the majority of their Glocks now or something similar. Condition 3 would be a loaded magazine with no round in the chamber, which means that that's how you keep it by your bedstand because you're sleeping. You have to wake up in the middle of the night, tap it, rack it, and then get on target to whatever that threat is that just came through your bedroom from about 3 feet away. And condition 4, of course, is no magazine in chamber, no round in the magazine, weapon is empty. But people need to know these things. They need to understand front sight focus, front sight alignment. They need to understand trigger control. And that's one of the big misconceptions, and we always spend a lot of time on all of our classes teaching trigger control because people just don't understand how important that is. And I'll see them in the middle of a class and they'll start jumping off the trigger when the gun goes off or jerking and thinking the gun's going to hurt them. The gun's only a tool. It's only going to do exactly what you want it to do when you want it to do it. So just take your time and get some good training in. And for everybody, I don't care how good you think you are, you need to train. You need to get out there, you need to go to the range, you need to take some classes, you need to hear some different opinions. One of the critiques yesterday was, one of the compliments actually was that some of the students who have first time into our class, but they have done a lot of training and were pretty proficient, were asking me, okay, why do we do this? I've heard somebody else say a little different. Why do we do that? And there's always an explanation for me if I have you do something a certain way. And I'll explain it and break it down. And they're like, man, that's great. Love it. Another good compliment was that some of them have been to classes with a very known well Delta Force instructor. And his class wasn't nearly as good as mine. So thank you for that. I appreciate that because I need to keep those classes moving all the time. Another one was that it was wonderful how we could take some people on one end who are so slow and just trying to grasp the most basic fundamentals and have other people who are high speed, and we had all those people merging and flowing together at the same time. So that's important to know also. I appreciate all those compliments and kudos and attaboys. But the thing is, if you're going to own a firearm, you need to train. The majority of people who purchase a gun, I'd say probably 85%, stick it in their dresser or their closet and think, yep, if I need it, I'm ready. And you're not. you know you're going to get a stoppage or a malfunction, and you're going to stand there looking at your gun as somebody comes through your doorway in the middle of the night and cracks you with a baseball bat or worse. So get out there and train. Find some good classes to train with. A lot of people were saying that they were shooting competitively and enjoying that, but the bad part is they go Cocoa Head, they get 2 runs, and after the first run they have to sit there and wait for another hour or 2 hours just to get a second run, and then that's it. Not a whole lot in the instructional or guidance department. So get out there and shoot with us. Come out and shoot, have some fun. It was a great class. We had a lot of new people, and we actually gave away a raffle. We're going to give away another one at the end of the year. We're going to give away a HK 416 rifle, beautiful rifle. And this one we gave away a Kershaw quality folding knife for someone's everyday carry, and one of the young ladies won that, and she actually loved it. She's a knife carrier, big believer in knives, so I always love seeing that when a woman has a passion for edged weapons, because you can really do some damage in the right hands. But it was a good class, a lot of energy, and just very exciting. Hey, you guys, this is Bob Smith, Smith Taekwondo and Pro Sport Kickboxing, and MissionBravo.com. Just remember, blood makes you related, but loyalty makes you family. Until next time, out.